We're going to cut all of this out for YouTube.
Yeah. Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Welcome back to our campaign, which now has a name, Toxic Absolution. Last week, we got involved in a bar fight, wherein a man was absolutely not killed by Mwanza, in case you were wondering. Due to the dead man's still glowing eyes, we determined that he was under the effects of a drug called Deep Moon. Guard Captain Arik Stonefist, who lost his son to the drug, sent our heroes to Frank, a dwarf alchemist in town who could source the ingredients of the drug. On Frank's request, we paid a visit to Moira, the town herbalist, who gave us more information on the ingredients. Miracalia, a stabilizing ingredient, has been stolen from her shop. During the discussion, an agent of the mysterious organization, the Darkwalkers, was attempting to break in and steal the remaining Miracalia Moira had hanging in her back room. The party beat the thief into submission and brought him to the guardhouse for questioning. They found that the deadly mystic mooncap mushrooms used to make Deep Moon are grown in the caves around Lakeside. Our heroes finally traveled to confront Jacob Greenfield, Maddie's adopted brother and former boss, at the cabbage farm where she grew up, in an attempt to get information on the nearby caves. The conversation became heated when Maddie questioned Jacob about why they fired her, and as he tried to frantically keep the commotion from going noticed, he was shot in the neck. And that is where we find our heroes as Sarah, Jacob's new widow, screams and runs to his side. All right, let's take it from there. Oh, well, let's clear out the lich.
Pay no attention to the lich behind the curtain.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Everything's cool. Jacob's wife screams and runs over to his side. And she says, "Oh my God, Jacob, no! Maddie, I'm so sorry. We tried to keep you away from this. You didn't need to know. You weren't here. You were in town at the inn, and we wanted to keep you from getting involved in all of this. But now you need to go. You need to get out of here before they..."
What? But he needs help. Like, do you need help? I think we all need help. Who's out there?
I'll stall them. You need to get out of here. You don't need to be involved in this. None of you need to be involved in this. And she looks at Mwanza and you and Mozzarello, and she's like, "Go out the back window. Go around the farm. Be safe."
Whatever is happening here, we can help. You should come with us.
I can't. They'll track me. And Jacob just kind of like coughs up some blood. You could tell pretty easily, like, he's not going to recover from this.
While this is happening and they're doing whatever they're doing, I'm going to reach down and remove the arrow from Jacob and cast or use lay of hands on him.
All right, roll a medicine check.
Mine says game paused.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure it wasn't me.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
One roll I didn't want to see. Lay hands may not work then.
You go to pull the arrow out, and you like very carefully try to find a way to pull it out without damaging any more internal organs. And you're pretty sure you found the way to, like, you know, you're like, okay, I got this, and you just go whoosh, and you pull out part of his esophagus with it, and he just like slumps back against the wall. Sarah is like, "Ah!"
But I think we should go. Maddie's like woozy at this point.
Yeah, Mozzarella is just like about to vomit, but also just feeling deep sadness for the widow, and just is kind of like frozen in that weird conjunction of feelings at the moment.
Okay. As you are doing this, you hear people outside the front door, and they're like banging on the door now. I'm gonna say the door is closed, but they're like banging on the door, and they're like, "Open up in there. We know you're there."
I'm gonna go look out the window.
Okay, you can see that they're not on the map, but there are a couple of these guys outside, and they're banging on the door. They're like, "Jacob, Let us in there.
Acapella.
I mean, Mwanza's is a guard. I don't.
What do you? I mean, we could stay and fight and try and protect the widow, or we could run.
I don't know. They told us to go, and we didn't listen, and now Jacob's dead. I feel like we should just go. And maybe Sarah can make it if Sarah's not going to come with us.
Okay.
I am worried that if we leave, Sarah is gonna die.
Everybody roll a Actually, you know what? Never mind. So as you guys are talking, the door splinters and cracks open, and they kick it in, and they look at you and they say, "You're not supposed to be here. Roll initiative."
Damn it!
All right. We're going to try this, guys. So in chat, let me know if this is too loud. We got combat music. I think it's okay.
Oh, can you put us into combat? There it goes.
I'm doing that right now.
Thank you.
All right. First combat of the night, everybody.
That's a lot of ones.
My God. Okay. So for anyone, just in case you guys can't see, I have to find a way to fit the rolls better on the stream. But the Dark Walkers guys all rolled 2 3s and a 4 for their initiative. So we're doing very well there. Okay.
Nice.
So
I rolled a nat 20.
nice.
GD.
But with my -2, I still come in second.
So they kick in the door and they say, "You guys aren't supposed to be here." But you knew they were coming. You were kind of like, you were, thinking like, should we go out the window? Should we prepare for these guys? You knew they were coming in here. You got ready. Mozzarello, you are up first.
Oh, right. I'm just gonna immediately, okay, I got a question. Something that says reaction. What does that mean?
You could do that as a reaction to something. So, like, if they, it depends on what kind of action they're doing, but like if they cast a spell or move, you can use reactions for certain situations like that. Like, opportunity attack is a reaction. So if they like move out of 5 feet of you, you can use a reaction to use an opportunity attack, stuff like that.
Okay. Is there... Okay. I'm just going to start with a Ray of Frost to try and slow this first one down.
All right.
So let's click on that. Let's roll for attack. 18.
18's gonna hit. Which can you just ping which one you're going after?
Oh, let me... I don't remember how to target that one. The first one, the one right in the door. Are they not? Oh, yeah, this one, sorry.
Okay. I can't see which one you're actually targeting.
I guess I would have to move. Does that count?
No, you don't have to move.
Okay. This one. I was going through for this one, but I forgot there's a fucking wall there. So we're going to go for this one.
Okay.
And then we're going to roll for damage. Normal. 3 damage.
Okay. I forgot to adjust their health before we started, but that will kill that one.
I'm so sorry.
All right. So that is your turn. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I don't think I have any bonus actions, so no.
All right. So 1 down. Mwanza, you're up.
I take a step forward and I swing my weapon at the one behind the wall.
All right.
Which is that one.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
It's getting to my inventory. $20.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well, that's gonna hit.
With 11 damage.
All right.
Also,
So that one is also dead. Very dead.
Beautiful. I don't want to pull you out of it, but chat is saying that your stream says you're streaming a rerun. This is happening live, folks. This is not a rerun.
Oh my god. No, we're not doing a rerun. I am sorry.
There's the rerun.
Oh, that also does +1 damage, but that's besides the point.
You're already dead, Mwanza! You can't kill them any harder.
You said you weren't going to kill anything.
I already killed 2 things.
Yeah, you may not have killed that guy in the bar, but you definitely killed Jacob.
I mean, he was gonna die anyways. I was just trying to save his life before he died. I just sped it up. I did him a favor.
I
did him a favor,
Yeah,
okay?
it was nice. It was nice of you.
Yeah, he didn't
murder.
suffer as long as he would have.
You mercifully ripped out his esophagus.
Exactly.
All right.
I gave him the fast passing.
So, Mattie, you're up.
All right.
Oh, it's +2 damage.
Wait, is there another?
Oh, it's already calculated. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's one down by...
Oh, yeah. Can you... Yep, you can't see that one. So there's
Yeah, I
one
can see
more.
him. Where is he?
I point out the door. We got one more.
You can...
Right there.
Yeah.
You see me pointing out the doorway to
All right,
the...
I'm gonna move.
towards him.
You can move
I'm gonna-
through your friends, but not through enemies, just so you know.
Okay. I'm gonna do Thorn Whip.
Okay.
Just gonna try to hit him like in the throat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're going for the throat.
Go for the throat. I mean, that's only fair, right?
Forgot to mute.
22.
22 will definitely hit.
Sweet. And then 2.
The 2. All right. Is it just a flat 2, or do you get a bonus?
I think it's just flat 2.
Okay. So you whip him, like you cast Thorn Whip, goes out the door, wraps around the guy's neck, and you pull him, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to pull him.
Okay.
We can pull him forward, like 5 feet.
Okay. So you pull him like over to here.
Yeah.
And it like rips across his neck, and you see like blood start to come from his throat. He's not dead, but he is like very wounded.
Cool. Maddie had no clue what was gonna happen, and that like panics her even further.
So this guy, it's now his turn. He's going to try to attack Mwanza. Actually, seeing that his friends died, he's going to panic, and he's going to start to run. So he's going to run all the way back over to here and end his turn. We're now back to Mozzarello.
I'm going to go out of the door and throw my boomerang. Okay. Oh, wait. How far away is he from me?
He is... Let's find out. We have a ruler.
Yep.
That's not a
feet.
ruler. Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
That's
What
an
it,
explosion.
All right.
how far can the... Boomerang is 60 or 120? I don't understand. 60 slash 120.
60 is your minimum range. Or your short
Oh.
range. And then 120 is like your maximum range. So
All right, I'm
yeah.
going to throw the boomerang at him.
All right. What'd you get?
Well, hang on. Let me roll for attack.
Oh, yeah, you got to do that. That's how this works.
An 8.
8 is not going to hit. So you throw the
Oh.
boomerang, it goes and like goes over his head and comes back, and you catch it.
Yep. One time that's going to work.
But you do have an inspiration if you want to re-roll that.
Oh, I do have an
Okay.
inspiration. I do want to re-roll that.
Okay.
All right, let's try again. It didn't do anything. Hell, there we go. Normal.
There we go. 18, that's going to hit.
So I catch it and just immediately throw it again
Okay.
at him. And let's check the damage. Like I spin around, I catch it while I spin and throw it again.
Okay.
all one motion for 5 damage.
All right. So you throw it, comes back. You just like do this twist throw, catch throw thing. It goes right back out, hits him in the back of the head, and you see him like as he's running to this ladder to climb back up this embankment here. He like reaches out for the ladder, gets smacked in the back of the head with the boomerang, and just like slumps into the ladder and gets curled up in the rungs of the ladder. He's dead. Well done.
All right.
Okay.
I would have liked to have questioned that man, but he ran.
I'm gonna kind of get down and start searching the pockets of the one in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, Maddie, you deal with the wife.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go grab my boomerang and search that guy's pockets while Maddie's...
Actually, there's two right behind me.
Okay. So in his pockets, you are going to find a a scroll of thaumaturgy.
Cool.
You're also going to find... You're going to find 2 gold pieces in his pocket.
Nice.
Collectively in their pockets.
Each of us
Two
find...
that are by me, or the one, all 3 of them in total?
In total.
What's that? All 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know where my notebook went.
It's okay. The nice thing about streaming this is we can go back later if we forget. All right. So Mattie, what are you doing?
I've walked over to Sarah. Sarah, they're dead now. Do you just want to tell me what's going on? This is crazy.
Okay. I'm so sorry to involve you in this, Mattie. We didn't want any of this for you. A couple of weeks ago, the kids came back. You know how they like to play around out in the country hunting. They came back and they had found some cave, and we thought nothing of it until these men came knocking at our door in the middle of the night. You were out at the Rusty Anchor at the time, so we talked about it, Jacob and I, and we decided it was just best if we had you not come back. We didn't want to get you involved.
Well, I kind of wish you would have just told me. Maybe we could have helped sooner.
I know. I wish we had too.
Are the kids safe?
They're safe. We sent them off to go be with my parents in the elf village in the woods, but
I'm gonna, while they're talking, I'm gonna take one of these blankets off of the bed and just cover Jacob.
okay. Yeah, she's just kind of like rubbing his head at the moment and crying.
Yeah, I mostly want to like cover his wound so she can just see his face.
Okay. So you do that, and she looks at you and she says, "Oh, thank you, Mozzarello."
I'm very sorry.
Well, like I said, we came here because stuff was happening in town, and it kind of sounds like this is all maybe involved. Do you know where that cave is that the kids were playing in?
I don't know. All I know is that's where they came from. They've been threatening us. The kids, they know. You could probably find them. They just, if you go out back behind the farm and follow the river down towards Blackwater Lake, you can take a left across the lake and head to the elf village. It's not very well known, but they'll find you.
Do you want to come with us? Be with them?
No, I think I'll take care of Jacob. Get him out of here before they come back.
Yeah.
Do you have somewhere you can go after?
I'll probably trail behind. Make my way to the elf village. I think.
Okay, I do think we should find the children and make sure that they're safe. And this is becoming, too many people have died because of whatever is going on here.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well,
And
you can pick up some of my wildflowers and put them with Jacob.
she just nods at you as she kind of starts to kind of pick him up and carry him out, and she's gonna take him out into like behind the field here. They're gonna fly through the wall and just go over there.
All right.
Casually. Okay, so you guys are going to follow the path of the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think Mwanza might have been outside, so I just let him know that the kids
Okay.
were playing in the cave and everything that just happened.
Yeah, this conversation happens while Mwanza is outside checking over the dead dark walkers, checking
And
their pockets, see
standing
if they have
guard.
any standing guard, but also, checking to see if they have anything in their pockets that's like identifying or relevant to your investigation. You don't find anything, but you do find that scroll and you find the extra gold, like I said.
It was 2 gold, right?
Yep, 2 gold. All right. So from there, we head
Mwanza?
out.
Wait.
Yes.
Sorry, might be metagaming. Do we know that Mwanza? Well, I would have found some of that gold, right?
Yeah, that's just gonna go to like the party pool.
Yeah, I got it just written down.
Okay.
Just assume I'm telling you the loot, because I'm not going to hide it from you.
Okay.
So we're not repeating it like, oh, I got this, I got that. I'm just writing it down.
Thank you, Mwanza. All right, we're gonna go back to this screen for a bit. So
If you hide something, you got to let us know. But
No, well, I was gonna be like, maybe we should give the gold to Sarah since she's a widow now.
now the farm will still be profitable, I'm sure.
I love her, but she'll be.
All right.
She has the kids that will help on the farm. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Fine.
I think we might need it going forward.
Hello, Loki. What are you talking about? This is a very original character name. I don't know what you're talking about.
all right, so you guys head out from the farm.
What's
you
up,
follow
Loki?
the back, like you go out back behind the cabbage field, follow the kind of the hills, like just the base of the hills, not going up into the hills or anything. And that leads you down to the river, where you head west back towards Blackwater Lake, following the instructions that were given to you by Sarah. Although, Motion, obviously, your character knows the area pretty well anyway. So, on your way there, as you're kind of nearing the crossing to head back across to the other side of the lake, or the other side of the river where the forest is that has the elf village, you come across Micah. Micah, would you like to describe your character and the scene? Or I can describe the scene if you want, but
you can describe the scene.
okay, why don't you describe your character and then I'll describe the scene.
As in what she is doing.
Yeah, just what you look like, what you're doing. Yeah. Or I
Okay,
can describe what
so-
you're doing, but you do what you look like.
Okay. Micah is a half elf, black hair, purple eyes, dressed all in black.
Okay. So you come across Micah. Now, Matilda would recognize Micah because Micah is the youngest of the 2 sisters from the farm. And you come across Micah as she is like covered in dirt, holding a shovel over a mound of dirt. And go.
Hi, Micah.
Who's this?
This is Micah.
Oh, the farmer's daughter.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
It's good
It's a
to
nice
meet you.
pile of dirt you have there.
What are you burying something?
Someone. My sister.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I I just
What?
Your sister?
Yes. She unfortunately did not make it.
What happened?
So we went into a cave and we saw some things, got a little scared, and we ran away, but we came back to sort of investigate a little further and were attacked.
Attacked by who?
There were some guys in the cave. I'm not quite sure who they were. They were cloaked and like they had hoods on.
Oh
This?
no.
So where is this cave? Sounds like
Sort of in that direction, and she's gonna like point in the direction of the cave.
Are
I
you
stretch.
okay?
oh,
The adults are concerned. Okay.
I'm okay.
Micah, we have business in this cave. There is something going on in town, and we believe it originates in that cave. And I feel like I know that cave, the dealings in that cave, have had an unfortunate effect on your family. We are going to go investigate it.
sounds like we gotta go exterminate in there.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you
Okay, I can lead you back to the cave.
That would be
Appreciate
much
that.
appreciated.
Yeah.
Are you okay to go back there?
Yes, I will be fine. Now that my sister is buried, I'm feeling better.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Well,
Mozzarella is like wants to tell her about her father, but like feels like it is just too much to lump on at the moment.
Matilda's in the same boat. Feels obligated, but also just
Yeah.
maybe we'll touch that later.
All right.
So, you can lead us to the cave, then you can head back to your mother afterwards. I'm sure she's yeah.
Should be glad to know that you're safe.
Yeah. She said she would be going to the elf village.
Okay,
Probably to
Micah's-
see your grandmother, Margaret.
Micah's just gonna turn around and start walking in the direction of the cave.
We follow. Or I follow.
All right. So, give me 1 second here just to make sure that everyone owns the right things, and then we will transition to the cave. So, after a little bit of walking, Micah brings you all up to the location of the cave that she and her sister kind of were staking out or found on one of their hunting trips. It's unguarded, strangely, and you're able to walk right in, and immediately you're plunged into this darkness that's lit along the way by currently burning torches that are mounted to these wooden support beams, like kind of like an old mine.
That seems safe.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's fine. As you walk in, you're greeted by this like smell of just musty air, stale, earthy smelling air.
Smells
And,
like the onion farm in here.
It's very foul.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the pillars and just kind of press against it and see how sturdy it is before we walk all the way in.
All right. It's sturdy enough.
All right.
I am going to. I don't know if it will help us because it is a little bit dim. I am going to cast light on my staff, on my quarterstaff,
Okay.
which I think. Hang on. That is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. The object sheds a bright light and a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. So, I don't know how to do that in Foundry, but that's what I'm doing to make it a little bit easier to see for at least 20 feet ahead of us.
All right.
Maybe if I don't know. Hang on. Where did it go?
It is also dark in here. Foundry does not seem to want to do what it's supposed to do with light. So
Nope.
you can light a torch. Somebody lit a torch.
I just
Something
did.
lit.
There you
I'm
go.
holding it with my shield hand.
All right. So we're going to have to go with all of you cannot see more than like kind of what's in front of you, like immediately in front of you, except for, I believe, Micah, who has dark vision.
Yes.
Okay. Dark vision 60 feet. So with the torch lit, though, it's much easier for you to see.
Okay.
So you can all see about 60 feet out. So the cave curves immediately to your right as you walk in. You kind of hear, like, in the distance of the cave, there's this echoing noise of, like, kind of like a talking, a murmuring, but you can't really make it out very well. As you walk in further, though, you enter into kind of like the first big chamber of the cave. There's a stairway, or a ladder, rather, on the far wall that leads pretty much straight up about 15 feet. And then to your left, there's another room, which is pretty much empty except for a sword that's kind of sticking out of the ground and glowing blue.
Would we be like? Are these mushrooms just set dressing, or can we see these?
You can see them.
Mattie, are these, what are they called? Mysterious mooncaps or moon? What are they called?
Caps.
Mattie, are these mystic mooncaps?
I can't be certain. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they're
Roll
just
a nature check.
Okay. Eight.
You got an 8 total.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
Okay. I do remember, didn't they say the mystic mooncaps were like dangerous to handle? Someone said.
They are they're very dangerous if you eat them. I don't know if they said I don't know if we said if they're dangerous if you touch them or not. Go ahead
One
and
way
you
to
can
find
go ahead and
out.
roll a nature check as well. Cheese.
All right.
Or should I say
Okay.
Uh,
Mozzarella?
Mozzarella. Yeah, give me one. Well, yeah, 1 second here.
So-
We're gonna do a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really remember if they're dangerous
I
to
am-
touch.
I am going
Just gonna go
to
for it.
Give it a look.
I have some extra clothes in my backpack. I'm gonna take out the shirt and like use it as a makeshift glove and pick some of these mushrooms and put them into a pouch.
Okay. So Mwanza, you are standing next to the glowing sword on the ground.
It's a sword glowing, or is it just reflection from the moon cap or the
The
mushrooms?
sword itself is glowing.
Does it have any runes or anything on it?
Are you gonna touch it, or are you just trying to look at it?
I am looking at it closely without touching it right now.
Okay, roll a investigation check.
20s.
20?
20.
You can tell that...
You also should move the map on stream.
Oh, yeah, I wonder why it should be following you guys. Thank you. All right. Let me just do that. So it you look at it very closely, and it looks like, on first glance, it looks like some kind of magical sword, but as you inspect it closer, it's like this crappy rusty sword, and it's actually glowing because they've coated it with the bioluminescent oils from the mushrooms. But as you start to like investigate it, you hear this chittering noise coming from above you. Roll initiative.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. Let's try this out again. So, as you begin to, as you guys are all kind of like looking around here, picking up some of the mushrooms, investigating the sword, you don't notice at the top of the room there are a number of spiders converging on you, and they just drop down right here as soon as I get the spiders.
Oh.
They would drop right next to me.
Oh
Yeah.
my. Wow, they weren't
That is a
kidding. That is a
spider.
big boy. All right. So, where are my spiders? Oh, there they are. They just took a minute. Okay. So they drop down like right about here. And we are going to add everyone to the combat. And then I'm going to roll. All right. So you guys can go ahead and roll initiative. Sorry, that took a second.
Why is it not?
All right. So first up is going to be Matilda on our combat here.
All right.
Matilda, what are you doing?
Matilda, Matilda's gonna use her thorn whip
Okay.
to kind of like swipe the legs of one of the spiders
Okay.
next
which
to
one?
her. Go to the one to the left.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So go ahead and let me know what you roll on that.
Yup.
Oof.
8.
Ooh. So you use Thorn Whip. You just kind of whip against the wall as it's like coming down. You try to get the legs as it's like climbing down the side of the wall, thinking that, you know, if you hit the legs, it might fall down and take a little bit of damage from the fall too. But it avoids the whip. Like, it has so many legs, it's just hard to pin one of them down. And it manages to avoid the whip.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No.
All right, then we move on to Mozzarello.
I think I'm gonna do Thunder Wave.
Okay. Now, the walls in this room are pretty high, so you could cast Thunder Wave higher up. So, like, you wouldn't necessarily have to hit near, you know,
are they-
Micah and Matilda.
Are they above us?
They're, like, coming down the walls. The really big giant spider in the middle just descended from a web. The other two are climbing down the walls.
All right, so I'm gonna in my little square, I have the giant spider and one of his
Yeah.
friends.
So we could say that that's high enough up that it's not going to hit Matilda. It's just high enough, like you're hitting the ceiling, and it's going to kind of come down
Okay.
on them.
All right, I'm going to roll for damage.
All right.
7. They have to roll for their saving throws, each of them. I
Yep.
think they have to get.
DC 14 Constitution.
Yeah.
So the first one is fails, and the second one also fails.
So let's see. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage, which is my 7, and is pushed 10 feet away from you on a successful. Well, they fail, so they're pushed 10 feet away.
Okay, so they're pushed 10 feet away, and they take 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
7 points of thunder damage.
Yes.
All right. Kind of a weird damage type. So you blast the top of the cave. So the blast is going to come down, and what it's going to do is it's going to hit the giant spider and the smaller spider. The smaller spider gets just like blasted into the ground, and you see like this puff of dirt as it crashes, and it just curls up like a creepy dead spider.
Okay.
So I can't delete it because why would I? Why would that work? Oh, that's why. Okay. And the big one, he's like coming down in this web, and he falls and hits the ground with this giant like. But he is not dead, and he actually looks pretty angry, even though he is taken a significant amount of damage. He looks like he's kind of like having a hard time getting up, but he's like, and you see like the spider fangs just like going back and forth, grossly. Anyway, it's his turn now, and he's angry at Mozzarello. He's going to take an attack at you. If I could roll in the thing, he's going to hit, and he's going to do.
Can I use a reaction for shield?
Yes. So tell me what shield does.
Okay, so that's my second spell slot, but it is an invisible barrier of magic force that gives me +5 bonus to AC, and I would take no damage from magic missile. But
okay. So he is going to. Let's see. He still hits you. So that's just going to still beat your AC with shield on, and you're going to take 3 points of damage.
okay.
Also, you're going to need to take a Constitution saving throw.
I don't remember how to do that. Hang on 1 second.
Okay. On your character sheet,
I see it.
Okay.
Shift click right is normal.
Yep.
A bit saving throw. Okay.
Yes.
A 13.
You passed.
Thank
So
God.
you're good. But you still take 3 points of damage, and that ends the spider's turn. We're going to go on to Mwanza now.
Yeah. Can I reach that one that's climbing down on the wall right now?
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna walk over and smack it.
All right. You might have to reach up a little bit, but
I'm like 6'7" or something like that, so I probably got arm length.
yeah.
11. Oof.
That is just going to miss. You do have an inspiration still if you want to use that.
How do I use that?
Just say you're using it.
I'm using it, and then what I do?
And then you can re-roll.
Oh, okay. I'm using it.
All right.
Nope.
Nope.
Worse.
All right. So he's a little high. You have to like jump up to hit, and it just kind of throws your aim off a little bit. It dodges out of the way, and then it's going to come back and take a bite at you. But he's going to miss 2. And we're going to move on to Micah. Micah, first turn of the game.
Let's go.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move back over here,
Okay.
and I am going to aim with my bow at the big spider.
Okay. The large spider gets an attack of opportunity because you leave his range, but he misses.
Okay.
All right, that definitely hits.
20.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Rangers, man.
11.
All right, so he takes a bite at you. You kind of like dodge back out of the way, pull an arrow back, and let it go right in his face, like right down through the mouth, and it comes back out the top of his head. It falls over dead.
Noise.
All right.
Nice.
And then we go back to the top of the order with Mattie.
Cool. Sorry, I had something up and now I can't figure out how to close it. Okay. We're gonna try Thorn Whip again on that last one,
All right.
just to kind of get it off the wall. 25.
25 is definitely going to hit.
2.
All right. I'm in the wrong tab now. So you hit it for 2.
Can I do a reaction?
Depends.
So it says that I can use my reaction to deal necrotic damage to one creature you can see when it moves into a space within 10 feet of you. So if
Okay.
I pull it, can I?
Yeah, you could do that.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna pull it forward and use my Halo of Spores
Okay.
reaction.
Oh man. Okay.
So yeah, you have to do the saving throw.
DC 14 Constitution.
Yeah.
Mega fail. All right.
3.
So I'll let you describe this. This is a fun one.
Cool. So spores sprout up from the ground around in just like a fairy circle almost around this giant spider. They're much different than the mushrooms growing around. And they just kind of whoosh in and just the spider. They all
Okay.
turn to dust together.
Yes.
With that, the spider just kind of like curls up like, and then into a little like spider crawl, and then. All right. Well done.
Sweet. That's a nice reaction. I like it.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So with that, you guys have killed off all the spiders. Well done.
Disgusting. I hate spiders.
Me too. Can I use my dagger to cut off the giant spider's fangs and pop out a few of its eyes and put it in my pouch?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Mods, I
I'm-
dare you to lick it. I dare you to lick the eyeball.
Oh God. I want to lick that eyeball so bad.
I am uncomfortable.
That
Mwanza,
sword, does it look like there's any mechanics to it, or is it just stuck in there?
It is a rusty sword.
I'm gonna take it.
All right. You gain a rusty longsword -1.
Nice.
All right. There are in this room, now that you're kind of getting a better look at it while spiders aren't coming down and attacking you, there are a couple of like body shaped webbed figures on the ground and also kind of dangling in the back corners of the room that are a little more dimly lit.
Well, they didn't seem to fare too well.
I'm gonna walk over to one and use that rusty longsword and kind of cut it open a little bit
All right.
around the face, what would look to be the face area.
Okay. So inside you find the skeletal remains of someone. But you also find sorry. You find a weird looking cloak.
Interesting. So odd cloak.
So looking at the cloak, it's like kind of like a mundane gray looking cloak, but it has patches all over it.
Interesting.
I see him hold this up. Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yeah. Let me know what you roll.
Well, I can't untarget my character for some reason. Can you just chill, bro? I also can't move my character anymore for some reason. Okay, well, so for Arcana, I am going to roll a 6. Man, I can only roll good initiative rolls.
Can I also look and see if it's from someone I know from the village?
Sure.
I was gonna ask if it
Micah,
looked like
go
the
ahead and
robes.
roll a investigation check.
Doesn't
With the
look like the
Arcana-
robes the guys are wearing, right?
No, with the Arcana check, you can tell that it seems a little more special than a normal cloak.
Okay.
Magical, you're not sure. Micah,
With a nat 20.
you recognize this as like a special cloak that that your grandfather used to have. He lost it a while back. He let a neighboring farmer borrow it. But you remember what it is. And it's a special kind of cloak that any one of these patches you see on it, if you rip them off, it turns into what's pictured on the patch.
Oh.
Okay, can I just relay that information to everybody?
Yes.
Like, I can just walk up here and I'm going to tell them, oh, that cloak used to belong to my grandfather, but he lost it. It's magic, and if you rip off a patch, it does this cool thing.
So, for clarification, do the patches have pictures on them?
Yes.
Is there,
Yeah.
can you see the pictures, or do you not see them until you rip them off?
You can see the pictures. And on each of the patches, there's 2, as far as you can tell, there's 2 patches with pictures of daggers on them, 2 with bullseye lanterns, 2 that look like steel mirrors, 2 that look like long poles, 2 that look like a big coil of rope, and 2 that look like a big burlap sack, and as well as a bunch of other patches that are meta for a second, randomly determined, and I can tell you what they all do later.
So,
Okay. So
yeah,
I didn't need to be trying to frantically write all that down.
no, it's an actual item. It's actually a cool item.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and fold it up and put it in my bag for right now, and see. I'll keep it safe for now.
Micah's going to say, yeah, sure, you can keep it, I guess.
And for anyone in
Keep
the
it
chat who's
safe.
interested, I'm just gonna post it right here.
Keep it safe. I didn't say I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it safe.
You lost us on stream.
I did, because I was posting the item so you could take a look at it.
Ow.
Now we're back. Okay. Sorry, Bagel. So that's the item. We can roll for all the other. There are 10 additional patches, so if you want to write that down, they could be any of those things. So we'll roll for them when it's applicable. But so yeah, that's what you find in the human-shaped web sacks.
Unless you want it now, Mike. Are you planning on wearing it now?
No, you can keep it.
I'm not planning on keeping it. I'm just folding it to keep it safe. We'll take it, but we'll look at it later. Unless somebody wants it right now.
No, let's keep investigating.
Yeah,
I would like to take a closer look at that sword.
I have it. It's a rusty sword.
There's nothing else special about it besides it's got bioluminescent goo on it, is what we determined?
Yes. I literally used it to cut open the cocoons, just not to ruin my sword. That's how crappy it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, from what you could tell, they kind of covered it in this bioluminescent mushroom oil to lure people into that room.
I
That'll do
see.
it.
Shiny thing.
Obviously, that works.
Yeah.
So as we're all talking, I'm going to walk over to this ladder and kind of test how sturdy it is.
All right. The ladder is decently sturdy. It's about a 15-foot climb up to the top onto the next ledge.
Should I go first, or does somebody else want to go first? I'm not that quiet.
I am.
I'm pretty quiet. I can go first.
So if someone wants to go pop their head up before we all go up.
I am hurt and out of spells, so I'm going last.
I can go up first.
All right. So as you're climbing up the ladder, go ahead and roll an athletics check.
It's a dexterity.
That is strength. So, or I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the fourth one down.
Oh,
on
I
your
see it.
list.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I found it.
Yeah, normally athletics is at the top, so that kind of threw me off. At least normally when I look at it. All right.
14.
All right. So you're climbing up the ladder and you hear this, ha! You thought you could get up here. And you see like a flaming arrow go flying over your head into the spider room. And it lights up like one of the sacks in the back and goes, poof, and it sprays a little bit of fire around the room. And this little voice up there is like looking out, and you see like just the top of a head kind of looking out over the top of the ladder, like, huh? And you just bolt up the ladder, and you manage to kind of get to the top of the ladder as this little gnome about your size is like shocked. He's like, shit. And he runs the other direction. I'm going to unlock this. So he starts to run as you're cresting the top of the ladder. And now you should all be able to get up there.
All right. I'll help anyone else who's going up after Matty.
Can
Real fast, and I'll
I-
follow up the rear.
Okay, I'm gonna go up next. I
Okay.
guess.
All right.
Is he within like sight of me?
He is currently like running through the middle of this room. So as you run around the corner chasing this guy, you notice that there's this other room. There's a narrow-ish passage through the center of the room with these two like shelves on either side. On the shelves are like, it's almost like it's used for storage. There's crates and barrels and sacks and all this kinds of stuff up there. They're about 6 feet off the ground. As you're chasing this gnome, he's on the far side of the room now. And he shouts back, "Get the barrels!" And 3 of these Darkwalker guys pop up on the top of the shelves, and they shoot more flaming arrows at some of the barrels that are back at the beginning of the room, which spill out oil and trap you in here.
Can I cast what is it? Ray of Frost to try and put fire out?
You can, but first we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay. Oh, I see.
All right. And the gnome kind of just continues to run back through the other side of the room, laughing now.
That wasn't very nice of him.
So they're up a cliff, aren't they?
It's about 6 feet up. It's climbable.
That's my height. I could literally just kind of...
Yeah, you could just kind of like... zoop.
I could probably stand on the edge and just grab that guy's feet and drag him.
Oh, well, it would help if I rolled their initiative.
I think we all need to re-roll initiative. This is my old initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Here, let's end the combat, and then we will add everyone to a new combat wherein
There we
they
go.
roll their initiative, and you can all roll yours. All right. So I think that is almost exactly the same order, so that works out. So the first is going to be this guy. Oh, wait, we can ping. Aha. So it's going to be this one first. And he's one of the ones, he shot this barrel over here, and it's, spills oil. He knocks another arrow, and he, having probably the best line of sight on Micah immediately, is going to shoot at Micah.
Rude.
He's going to hit. He's gonna do. He's gonna hit you for 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So kind of a grazing shot, like probably hits you right above the top of the ankle or the thigh. Doesn't really like it doesn't stick or anything. And that's gonna be his turn. Mwanza, you are up.
Yeah, I was just kind of reading exactly what I wanted to walk up and grab this guy here
Okay.
and pull him off the cliff down here.
Okay, go ahead. Roll a grapple check. So that would be athletics.
Athletics.
Yep.
Oh,
You might be surprised to learn that you actually successfully did that.
okay.
So you grab him by the ankle and you pull him down, and he just falls down onto the stone floor below. And he's gonna take he hits hard. He's not dead, but he is definitely bloodied.
All right.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
The grapple's an action, so no.
Okay. So he's going to go next, and he's going to just kind of like twirl back up to his feet. And as he gets up, he's going to try to like slice at you with his daggers. He hits you, and he's going to deal 3 points of damage.
All right. He dealt 3 or brought me down to 3?
He dealt 3. I just can't type. All right. Next up is Micah.
All right. I am again gonna use my longbow and target this guy
Okay.
that shot at me.
Oh, fuck.
27.
So that's gonna hit, and I don't know if you want to roll for damage, but you don't need to because there's no physical way you can't like triple his health
that's
and
fine.
damage. At a minimum, you're gonna do like triple his health and damage.
Okay.
So he's dead. So anyway, he died. All right. Good job. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Micah?
No, that's it.
All right. So then it goes to the last one that's up on this ledge here. Seeing what you did to his friend, he's going to jump off the ledge and try to just like slice at you with his daggers on the way down. He hits. He's going to hit you for 3 points of damage. And he lands right here.
Okay.
And that is his turn. Mattie, you're up.
Cool. Since he just moved in, can I start with my reaction?
Sorry, I thought I had more time.
There you go.
So if he's moving into your space, no, wait, that's your circle of spores, right? Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
You do that immediately when he moves into your space. So actually, if you do manage to kill him with that, you would reverse the damage on Micah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we're gonna go with that since he moved in.
Okay. So he has to take a check, right?
Yep.
Constitution. He is going to pass that.
Okay. Don't. Okay, so it doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
I don't think.
Okay, but you still get your turn now.
Sorry, I'm just reading it just to make sure I got it right.
Yep. That's fine.
Yeah. All right, so I can't use it. All right, I'm gonna use my Thorn Whip then.
Okay.
Seeing what it did to the guy at Jacob's house, she's gonna go for the throat
Okay.
again, and 22.
22. That's definitely going to hit.
3.
Okay. So that's going to take him out.
Sweet.
So you just Thorn Whip, and it like whips into him, rips just some very vulnerable part, and he falls down. He is dead. We're gonna move on to Mozzarello.
All right. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost
Okay.
on the boy over by Mwanza.
All right.
Let's see. 23.
All right.
And
That's definitely gonna hit.
yeah. For 1.
Well,
I mean, he was pretty bad shape, so
he's not doing well. He gets up, does this like nice little twirl move, hits Mwanza with his daggers, and then gets smashed in the back with this blast of frost. And it's just, he can't handle that. He goes down. And that is the end of combat. Congratulations, guys.
Nice.
Woo! You said these were like shelves or whatever?
Yeah, they're about 6 feet high. They're just kind of like natural cave formations that maybe they've leveled out a little bit more, but they use them for storage of different kinds of crates and supplies, like mostly kind of foods and stuff like that.
I would like to rummage.
You rummage. So go ahead and roll an investigation, and if anyone would like to help, you can roll with advantage.
oh,
Would anybody else like to rummage with me?
Mattie
Okay.
doesn't like to take, even if they are bad people.
I will rummage with you.
All right.
All right.
I'm
Is
searching
that-
the pockets real fast.
Maddie's
What
just like
was it in
scratching the
invest-
dirt off the wall.
Oh, hey, I have -1. Would investigation? Would anybody else like to rummage?
I got you. I got a +4 for investigation.
I will help. I will help Micah. I have decided to put myself to the side and assist Micah.
So, Darth, I would like you to preemptively roll a perception check as well. And then let me know what you guys roll for the rummage check.
Okay, so
That's investigation.
Investigation with advantage for the rummaging.
Yes.
I'll roll that first,
Okay.
which
So
is an 18.
in your rummaging, you managed to dig out 2 potions of lesser healing, as well as 20 silver pieces, 10 copper pieces, and 5 gold pieces.
20 gold, 10 silver,
20 silver, 10 copper, 5 gold. I will do that.
5 gold.
Don't worry, I'll do the math for you, Powder. That's 8 gold pieces total.
Oh, okay.
I just I wanted it to, be a little more like they don't
Plus
just have
8
gold.
more.
They have other,
Then 2
they have other denominations.
2 lesser healing.
2 potions of lesser healing, yeah.
Okay, and then you wanted perception as well?
Yes.
Am I able to help with perception? Because my perception is +4.
You cannot. No one can help with this.
Okay.
21.
All right. So
And
Micah, there's a little thing about your stuff going on, which I don't know if you want me to message you privately about, or if you would like me to say it.
I'm a big fan of secrets. You can message me about it.
All right. I will do that.
Also, was that all that gold they found on the shelves? Is that including what's in the pockets and everything for them?
Yes. Sorry.
All right.
So,
Okay.
Micah, I don't know how I'm going to whisper you with this. I think I can. Can I just whisper you in here? I think I can. Oh, right. You're not.
You
Micah.
can. In Foundry, I think it is
Yeah.
/W.
Oh, yeah. I see it.
Oh, we all have a healing potion, right? Already?
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably everyone but
Micah.
yeah.
Well, I don't see it in my inventory for some reason.
Yeah, it's because he didn't add it.
Oh my god. Some DM.
Mozzarella.
What did I do?
I don't have my potion from last week.
Oh, right. I meant to re-add that. Sorry. You do have the potion. Were you going to use the potion?
No, we were just looking at our
Okay.
inventory.
Okay.
Darth, I'm going to give you one of the potions we just found, just so you have a lesser healing on you.
Okay.
Keep track of them on the sheet for now, Powder, and then I will.
I'm writing down. Gave one to Darth.
Okay. All right.
All right,
I'm gonna-
I say we chase this guy.
I move up to the next room and
Okay.
slow down.
Well, hang on. So before you turn the corner, you hear this like kind of shackling noise going on in the next room. What are you gonna do? You just gonna run in there?
Mwanza, dost thou hear a shackling?
I hit the brakes and I pop my head around the corner. I go like this, kind of leaning over, like, oh, what's going on here? I don't actually say that. But...
Okay.
What's
So you see,
this then?
as you turn the corner, you see that the room is full of these like rows of mooncap mushrooms. And moving between the rows of mushrooms are these goblins that are chained up. And holding the chains are two rather imposing looking Darkwalker guys. On the far end of the room, you also see... Actually, roll a stealth check for me first. The stealthiest person in the party. Mwanza. Okay, not bad, actually.
12.
Okay. So at the far end of the room, you also see that annoying gnome that has been plaguing you.
Are the gnome or the goblins saying anything, or are they silent?
The goblins are silently going about like tending to the different mushrooms. They're, kind of like watering some of them, picking through them, picking some up, putting them in crates. There are a number of crates around the room also where they've kind of just been like picking them and putting them in the crates. There's barrels and boxes. You can tell that they're farming this mushroom in this room. This is the main kind of farming area.
Wow.
So I see that gnome.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull out a javelin and whip one right at him.
All right. Do that with advantage. I think we've lost the cave ambience.
Oof, 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
You're gonna hit.
Nice.
I don't have the tokens for the goblins, so I'm just gonna throw these guys on the map. Okay. So you hit, and let me know what your damage is.
Yeah. Do damage. Normal. 9.
9. Okay. So he's standing there like at the ready with this flaming arrow. You don't know what he's planning to do with it, but he's talking to one of the other Darkwalkers. You know what? I'll put a little token here for him. This is going to be important, and you'll see why in a second. So he's standing right here talking to one of the other Darkwalker guys, one of the bigger, more highly armored guys. You throw this javelin across the room, and it hits him square in the chest, and he falls backwards. He's like, ah! And he looks down, he sees this javelin sticking out of him. He's like, oh, they're here. And he falls down into the mushrooms. And he's dead. So that's it was a good thing I put that token there. All right.
Wild mouth jerk.
All
I
right.
had hopes we would be friends.
Oh,
He was my size.
The
tried
theme
killing
of
us.
the campaign is break
Whoa.
Maddie.
maybe one of the enslaved goblins will be more receptive to friendship.
I feel bad for them. They look so sad.
Yeah, we should free them.
Look how sad he looks.
But I think
Grr.
we can assume that these are the mushrooms. It's
Yes.
their
All right.
eating them.
So I'm gonna look at the other two and say, surrender now. and have my sword out.
All right.
And say it in the most intimidating way I
roll
can.
an intimidation check.
Wait, if I...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Nat
never
20.
mind. I was gonna say, could I whatever to put fireworks over him to make him seem more intimidating? But he rolled a 20.
I was gonna give you advantage anyway because he just threw a javelin across the room and murdered a guy in one hit. So
Advantage? Who needs that?
I don't think you do because okay. Anyway, so the two Dark Walker guys are like, shit, and they flee. They're gonna run. They're going. What do you do? They leave the goblins and they run out the other side.
Are they like gone? Like we can't try to attack them?
They are. I mean, you could certainly pursue them.
Okay.
I look at how the goblins are reacting real fast before I do anything.
They look up at you and they're like, "We're free. They freed us."
Yeah.
Right, since I book it right past them.
You made him so happy.
And they start like tugging at the chain,
Yes,
trying to free themselves from the chain.
And I yell, "Yes, you're free. I'll be back." And I literally book it double speed.
All right,
Can I try to unchain one of the
Yes.
goblins?
you can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say roll initiative, and we will go in initiative order. So they are fleeing currently. You are pursuing. So Mwanza is going to be first. And we're going to go back to combat music. All right. So you pursue them. You round this corner, Mwanza. Are you going to dash so you can go double move? Or are you just going to end there?
Well, I can see the tail of this guy if he's actually there.
Okay.
So I'm going to be able to go 20 feet, then 10.
Yep.
And be a range of both.
Okay. Well, I didn't move them their full move yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're going to be here. One of
Even
them is
though
going to be here.
I go first.
And one of them is going to be here. So you can move your move now. So I mean you're starting from like here as they're moving, right? So you've got to measure from that spot
Where I'm sitting right now.
When we started combat, technically you're back there.
Oh, so then I'm right where I'm at then.
Yeah.
If that's when we started combat.
Yeah, but you can dash to do double move if you want.
I'm double.
Okay.
That's 60 feet from there, so I'm not going to catch them.
Okay. So they're also dashing. So they're going 60 feet from here, and from here. So, yeah. All right. So that ends your turn. We're going to move on to one of the ones that was running. He's going to continue his move. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's going to move there. Next up is Mattie.
Maddie's starting from back here too, technically, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Where am I?
So yeah, I'll put you guys back where we were when combat started.
Okay. So I can't see any of or are these guys part of the fight?
The goblins are not part of the fight now.
Okay, so just making sure.
Yep.
I guess I'm just gonna move forward.
Ooh, someone beat me to it.
Okay.
Good job, World.
I don't really.
Is that your full move?
Yeah, it should have been 25.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn? You can dash if you want to go double.
Sure, we'll dash then.
Okay.
Why are we? What? All right, there we go.
All right.
Cool.
So
That'll end that one.
okay. So then we're gonna go back to.
I'm gonna
this
flip
one.
off my camera for just 1 second.
Okay. All right. Oh, we also didn't. Well, in a couple minutes, we will take our. After this combat, we'll take our normal break. Okay. So that brings us to Mozzarello.
I would like to come up to here, and I'd like to cast. I'd like to try to cast Ray of Frost on the goblins' chains to make them brittle.
Okay.
So let's see here. Would that be like an attack roll?
Yep. Yeah, you can make an attack roll against their chains. They're not moving, so you can do it with advantage.
Oh, okay. Let me just roll again then.
Well, actually, that's
I
fine.
gotta-
That's going to hit
Yeah.
anyway.
Yes.
So yeah, you make the chains brittle enough, and the goblins are able to pull them apart, and you hear this like as it snaps.
Nice.
The two goblins look up at you and they say, "Thank you, thank you. You have
You're
to
welcome.
go.
Be-
Stop the madmen. Save
we
the king.
save the king?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, save the king."
Okay, this just got more interesting. I shout, Mwanza, save the king! Don't kill him!
I yell back, "Save my javelin!"
All right.
Can I just pick his javelin up off the dead guy?
All right, Micah, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna move to. I can do double, right? Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
for your action.
Yes. You can do double your movement, but that is your full action. So if you wanted to break the chains as well, that would you wouldn't be able to do that on this turn.
Okay, then I'm gonna move up here, which is just short. And can I try to break
You
the
can-
chains with an arrow?
You can call them over if you want. We'll say that you can
Okay.
call them over and they'll come over and assist you in freeing them.
Okay, then I would like to try to break their chains.
Okay. So go ahead and roll just a regular attack roll.
Okay. 4?
All right. We'll say you can do it with advantage. Go ahead and roll it again.
Okay. Let's see. Seven.
Okay. I mean, with your bonus, I think that's gonna be enough.
Oh, that's true. That would make
Yeah.
it 10.
Yeah.
I think.
So 10 was what I was looking for. So with that, you're able to like you get like one of your daggers out and you just pry it and you manage to break the lock. It's not a very sophisticated lock. And they get out and they say, "Thank you, thank you," and they just kind of start to run back out of the cave.
Okay.
All right, and that will be your turn. And then we're going to start back at the top of the order with Mwanza.
Ooh. Ah.
Okay.
Oh, there. Ooh, hello. Yeah, and I kind of stop right there.
Okay.
As soon as I turn that corner, it's like, yeah, yep.
So are you going to do anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm looking for right now, the thing that, isn't there an action that lets me increase my defense for a turn? My AC, am I crazy?
Yeah, you can, I think it...
Yeah, dodge.
Dodge, thank you. I'm not sure what the bonus was, so just let me know. And it's going to be very relevant in a second because as soon as you round the corner, all of them have been prepared and they're waiting for you to round the corner. They're going to shoot at you.
All the attacks have disadvantage.
Okay. So they, as you round the corner, one of them yells out, "There he is! Get him!" And they all start shooting at you. Oof. Okay. So one arrow.
Oh, and I had a bonus action, so I'm going to activate Shield of Faith, which gives me plus 2 AC.
Okay, perfect. So that means all 5 of them shoot at you. One of them hits you like in the shoulder, and it embeds itself deep into your shoulder. And you're going to take 5 points of damage from that shot. But all the other ones pang off the wall behind you pretty harmlessly. All right. So now we're going to go into skill challenge mode. So we're going to start with Mwanza, and we're going to go down the list from Mwanza to Matilda to Mozzarello to Micah. So, Mwanza, you went first, so actually we're going to go to Matilda. But so you guys, you can't really see this yet. I'm going to move you all over here just to make it a little easier. So there is a set of like a bunch of planks of wood that are sticking out of this wall all the way over. And that is the way that they're getting back and forth across this giant chasm in the middle of the room. You can't see to the bottom of it, but you estimate that it's probably about 40 feet down. There's a ladder going down on the far side, like over here. But the only way across the chasm is by following the little like rickety bridge of wood planks that are just barely attached to this wall. So Matilda, you can go first.
All right.
So, just a reminder on skill checks. You guys have to give me a skill that you're proficient in and a way that you're going to use that skill to, do the challenge. So this one is a 6 skill challenge. So you have to get 6 successes before 3 failures.
Okay. Can I use nature to... Can I use nature to, like, shake the ground up a little bit? Kind of, like, startle them and maybe knock them down?
Yeah. You could definitely use nature to, like, stop them from shooting at you to give you a little bit of a reprieve to try to get across the chasm. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll that nature check.
I don't roll it with advantage, right? Just normal?
Just normal.
Okay. 8.
So that is a failure. So you try to muster up this force of nature to shake them, but they're pretty sturdy. And they're still, like, they're ready. They're kind of shooting at you guys. We're going to go to Mozzarello next.
I don't have like good skills I'm proficient in for any of these action type ones.
Creativity is king. You could use athletics, perception, persuasion, any of that stuff.
Yes.
So just for anyone watching, this is a thing that we do. It's a little off the norm, I think. But it's a skill challenge. So the location of the actual tokens is not representative to where the characters are. They're trying to make their way across this chasm here. I don't know how well the ping shows up on the stream, but using different skills to try to get across the chasm while they're being shot at by the guys on the other side.
I am gonna do, I guess, an athletics check to try and just. So let me get this straight. We're getting shot at and we're trying to run across this bridge to get into a fight.
Basically, you're just trying to dodge the arrows and get across the bridge. So any way that you can do that is athletics works. Go ahead.
I'm actually gonna try and use a perception check to like to start running across and like eyeing, using my perception to like track the arrows that are coming at us to try and dodge them.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
There you go. That's 2 successes. So you make it like halfway across the bridge. You are just dodging these arrows, and they notice that you seem to have this like supernatural perception of these arrows, and they're focusing on you because you're going first, and you're just like matrixing out of the way. So they're all kind of shooting at you, but you have a good idea of where they're going to land, and you managed to dodge all of them. So that's 2 successes, 1 failure so far. You need 4 more successes. We're going to move on.
Dodge, dive, dodge.
Moving target, moving target, moving target.
We're going to move on to Micah.
Okay, so they're focused on Mozzarello right now,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth to try to sneak behind him while they're paying attention to him and hope
Okay.
they don't see me.
All right, go ahead and roll it. Okay.
19.
Yep. So yeah, as like all of the arrows are shooting at Mozzarello, and he's just dodging out of the way, you manage to just kind of creep along the wall, really, really sneaking. They don't notice you. You're like following him at a safe enough distance where the arrows won't accidentally hit you, but they don't notice you going across the bridge. We're gonna go back to Mwanza.
I am going to yell at everyone on the other side of the thing, saying I am going to rip their heads apart as I run across.
Okay, I'm terrified. Go ahead and roll.
Intimidation.
Cool. So yeah, you managed to scare a few of them. Like they're so focused on Mozzarello and trying to hit this guy that's like annoyingly dodging all of their arrows, that you screaming out, like bellowing, echoes across the cave. And a few of them are like, whoa, and they jump, and they just miss. So you're at 4 successes now, 1 failure. Matilda.
Mattie, she used animal handling to send out some echolocation for some bats to swarm in and
Okay.
fly around these guys.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
Cool.
I like that.
It'd be nice if it works too. No. 11?
Well, what did you get? Oh, no. So yeah, that works. So
Sweet.
you call out and you manage to hit like the right pitch, and it wakes up a couple of bats who come down and are like startled by the noise. And they hit the back of the heads of a couple of these guys, and they shoot their arrows a little bit wide, just hanging off the wall again. All right.
Sick.
Moving on to Mozzarella.
All right. I'm going to use a persuasion check, and I'm going to shout out to them while I'm like dodging all these. Like, maybe instead of shooting us, you should head back to the range and get some practice in, boys. For 13.
13. Okay, yeah. So that was that our 6th success? Our success?
Yes.
Okay.
A 6 success, yes.
So they're just like, they're really angry, and they start to shoot a little faster and less accurately, hitting nothing. Yes, Stevie, I did. Apparently, unintentionally. All right, so you guys all get across this chasm without taking any casualties. Well done.
Nice.
But you're still in combat, and we're gonna go first with Mwanza.
I'm first.
Yeah.
Should I have been the first one across? Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, we're gonna go in this order because that's kind of the way that you guys described it. You guys can move a little bit. You don't necessarily have to be on top of the guy, Mozzarello. Okay. So, Mwanza, what are you doing?
I am gonna shout or use my breath attack. Usability. So you gotta do a
check.
How do I rotate this? Oh, I already placed one, but whatever. So on these two guys, you got to do a saving throw DC 12 dexterity.
They both passed.
All right, so they are going to take half damage.
Okay.
Half damage.
All right. Give me the total.
Roll. 2, so 1.
All right.
Oh, be right back. That's it for me.
All right. Unfortunately, I don't know how Mwanza's breath weapon looks, so he's gonna have to describe that when he gets back. But next up in the order is one of the ones in the back. He's gonna take a shot at Matilda, or Mattie, who is the most visible. But that also is just gonna pang off the wall behind you. Next up is the one next to Mwanza, who's going to attack Mwanza, as one might expect. He is going to miss. And then we move on to Mattie.
All right. Gonna Thorn Whip again.
Okay.
Going for the throat again.
Okay.
It's a good move.
It
is.
She likes it. She saw it work twice.
Yeah.
She's going with it. 21.
21 is definitely going to hit.
Cool. 5.
All right. So 5. And that was this one?
Yeah, sorry, the one right in front of me.
Okay.
And then, can I use my reaction again? The Halo of
can.
Spores.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, as you can actually hit both of them with that.
Okay. So I guess both of them need to do the...
Working on it. The top one and the bottom one both fail.
Okay.
So you just let me know how much damage they take.
4.
All right. Is that both? Do you want to roll for both
Do
of
I
them?
roll
Or do
it?
you want to roll
Should I roll it
separately?
twice or?
Yeah, roll twice. Normally
Okay.
that's how I do it.
4 and 4.
All right.
Nice.
So the top one is like dissolved in these spores, and he falls as he's just like, you see the skin melting off of him from like the spores, and they're like mushrooms kind of growing on the burned areas. The other one, he looks bloodied, but he's not dead.
Okay.
All right. And then we move on to the one who is bloodied but not dead. He's going to attack Mwanza, and this time he's going to hit. And he's going to deal... He's going to deal 1 damage
a 20
to
or
Mwanza.
higher?
What?
You rolled a 20?
He didn't roll a 20. What's your AC? Is your
AC's
still
20
hit?
right now.
Oh, it's 20 right now. Okay. Let me just double check then.
It just didn't update in the system for whatever reason after I used my spell.
Okay. So he actually, no, he did not hit. He missed. All right. So never mind. I will give you your 1 health back. Okay. So that's the end of his turn. The last one, way up in the back, is going to shoot at Mattie, being that Mattie is the easiest to hit from his angle, and he's going to miss. These guys, we really do have stormtroopers.
She's
May
so
the
tiny.
4th. The
May
4th
the
is with
fourth
you.
be with you.
It absolutely is. So funny story. My boss said that to me as a joke this morning, and I was like, and also with you, and just kind of did like a bow and then left. All right. So next up on the list is Mozzarello.
I am going to use... I forgot that I leveled up, so I have 1 more spell slot. So I am going to use my ice knife. How do I ping?
Just left click and hold
Or if you want them, the little bullseye next to their name on the
on the
combat encounters
on the
list.
combat encounter list. That one's easier for me to see anyway.
Okay,
unless you
so
pick
I
both
would-
of them.
I would like to. Yeah, I'm trying to left click and hold, and it's not do. Oh, it's doing a different ping than usual.
Yeah. I changed it. That one kind of lingers a little bit, so it's easier to see.
I would like to throw my ice knife at this guy.
Okay, so you're gonna hit the one on the bottom, and then it's gonna explode and hit the other one.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Well, let me get my little boop. And so let's roll for attack. Can I use inspiration? Do I still have inspiration?
You do not.
Okay. 17.
However, Mwanza, you do have you gain an inspiration. The
I do?
17, yes, the 17 will hit.
Okay. Damage. Damage. That's
a lot
13.
of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
Ouch.
All right, so he goes down. You hit him like right in the chest with this ice dagger, and as he's like falling backwards, it explodes out and shoots these just shrapnel of ice at the other one. The other one manages to, like, he sees it coming and he jumps down to the ground. He gets out of the way and manages to dodge it.
Okay.
All right. Micah, you're up. I feel like we haven't had a Micah turn in a while.
I always end up at the end. This is the problem.
I know.
So I am gonna move here. And
Okay.
I am going to use a spell called Ensnaring Strike.
Okay.
Let's see. I can cast that, and then that does give me a bonus action
Okay.
to stab at the guy diagonally from me with my daggers.
Okay. So he did pass the strength saving throw,
Okay.
so he's not restrained. But the attack roll for the short sword, that's also going to miss.
Dang, okay.
Sorry. Is that all you have on your turn?
Yes, that is
Alright.
it.
So the next one is going to be this one. And seeing his friends all like kind of going down to this combat, he is going to just run to this ladder and start to go down the ladder. That is his turn. Mwanza, you're up.
The guy in front of me, I'm going to grapple
Okay.
with my shield hand, and so that's just going to be what, a strength test, right?
Yes. Yeah, you got it.
right.
So you can give an inspiration to someone else.
Let's go with Dar's character.
Okay. So Darth, you have 2 inspiration.
Okay.
And what are you doing with that grapple? You just holding him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, can I shove them off the cliff?
You can certainly try.
Oh, it's when you make a melee attack, you can shove them instead. Alright, I use my action to grapple them, so I need to be able to attack again.
I mean, I'll let you do that.
Okay. So what's another strength test?
Yep. I feel like that could be like a, you grab him and then just kind of push.
20.
Well, okay. Yep. He got a 9. So, woo. So you just grab him and like throw him off to the right, and he goes like, you hear this Wilhelm scream as he falls down. Everyone make a perception check.
Perception check. All right.
All getting
Whoever's
thrown
blue
all
dice,
over.
you knocked mine from an 18 to a 2.
All right. So it looks like Mwanza's the only one that got under a 10. Mattie, you hear something. You could tell it's not the body hitting the ground. But Mozzarello and Micah, you both hear this like wood splintering as he hits the bottom of the thing. Mwanza, you are just like,
I'm hyper focused on the guy going down the ladder.
you're so excited that you threw the guy off the ladder, you don't even notice. And now you're watching the other guy go, or off the ledge, and now you're watching the other guy go down the ladder. Anyway, Mattie is up.
Okay.
I'm not going to kill anyone this session. I'm just slaughtering people. Jeez.
It's a murder train.
You aren't going to kill anyone who doesn't deserve it. Oh, wait, you did kill Jacob. Never mind.
He was already dead. I just helped him along.
You sped his demise.
Mm.
You made
Made
it,
it quick
easier.
instead of long.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
I'm
gonna.
doing
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I got focused. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna move forward and try to vine thorn whip this guy to hold him.
Okay.
Don't
So go
fall off
ahead
the cliff.
Go ahead and
Going
roll.
off the cliff. Nope.
Oof.
Oh!
Oh, wait. Why were there two?
That's a good question.
Yes.
Did you accidentally hit...
Oh, is it my luck? Does my luck instantly go into?
It shouldn't, but we'll say, I mean, you could use a point of inspiration, and if you do that, we'll call it even.
Okay, that's fine. I think
right.
I got my birthday 3.
All right. So then yes, you throw him off the cliff. Whee! You hear another Wilhelm scream as now which guy were you doing that on?
Oh, I was gonna stop the
The one that
Anyway.
was going down the ladder.
Yeah.
All right. So you grab him with the whip as he's like starting to descend the ladder, and you whip him back across the other side, and he goes flying or falling down this chasm. He's dead. But as you like grab him, you grab him around the waist, and he yells like, "Boss!" And as he's like whipped back down the other side, and again you hear this wood splintering noise as he hits the ground on the other side. All right, and that's gonna bring us up to the last one. He is going to take a shot. He's like kind of cowering in the corner. He's gonna move back, and he's gonna take a shot at at Matilda, who just whipped his friend and like flung him 10 feet off a chasm.
You free willied my friend.
And he's gonna hit you for 3 points of damage.
He's like trying to get away from the edge of the cavern right now.
All right, that's his turn. We're on to Mozzarello.
Okay. How far away is that person from me? 45. How far? Oh, okay. Well, buddy, you're not far enough away, so I'm going to try and hit him with Ray of Frost.
All right,
Because
that has a heck of a range on it.
it's got 60 feet, yeah. Uh, 12?
All right, 12 is not going to hit.
Okay. That's all I'm going to do.
All right. So we move on to Micah.
Right, so I am going to use my bow and try to hit him with an arrow.
All right. Go ahead and roll it.
23.
A 23 is definitely going to hit.
Okay.
And does 3 points of damage.
Let me see. I'm trying to figure out when my spell from the last time ends.
Okay. It's probably for a turn. I think it's your next attack, actually.
Okay, it doesn't actually say, which is weird.
I'm pretty sure it's next attack, so we'll go with that for now.
Okay, so just the 6 of piercing is fine.
Okay. So he gets hit with your arrow, and like, as he's trying to like cower further into this tent, he gets hit in the shoulder with the arrow, and just he's like, and he falls back down. But as he does, you hear the snarling coming from down in the pit that the guy was climbing into.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Guy was climbing into?
Yes, like down here.
Where the ladder is? Okay.
Yeah. And you hear the snarling, and like outruns this
I'm
gnoll
gonna
who
pop
starts
my
well, hang on, we're being dramatic for a second. So he climbs up in like 3 bounds. He climbs up the ladder, and he looks at you guys, and he's like, "What have you done? Where are my men?"
Down there.
Yeah, Maddie's like pointing.
down there, over there,
All over the place, really.
right there.
They might be okay. You should go check on them.
He's like, his arms are like up like this, and he's like, and he's seething at you guys. He's like, "You destroyed my entire operation." And he charges in at Mattie. All right. So,
Cool.
I'm going to roll his initiative. Hang on. All right. So he's going to make an attack at Mattie. And he's going to hit. And he's going to do... All right, he's going to do 5 points of damage to Mattie. And then he's going to make another attack. All right. And then he's going to hit Mattie for another 5 points of damage.
I think I'm out.
You are unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to go to Mwanza.
Little bugger here. I'm going to move up and telepathically tell the other two, or Mozzarella, to give Mattie a healing potion. And then I'm going to swing my weapon at Morningstar. Or
Okay.
at the,
Go ahead and
swing my
roll.
Morningstar at the guy.
Okay.
And my inspiration, is that advantage or...
Yeah, you can use it for advantage.
All right. Oof, 12. Whiff. 12 miss.
12 will definitely miss.
All right.
All right. Then we go to Mattie. So, Mattie, you have to take a death saving throw. Roll a d20.
How do I give Mattie a potion?
That will be your action on your turn.
Okay.
Just a d20.
Yep.
Or do I click on anything?
No, it's just on your character sheet, you should have death saves. And I don't know. Actually, I don't think you can roll it from there. You just roll a d20.
Okay. Why?
In the bottom right-hand corner of the okay, there you go.
I got it. There you go.
Okay, so that is your first success.
Cool.
All right. So that is your whole turn. Unfortunately, we go to Mozzarella now.
Okay, so this is like not in character. If I give Mattie a potion, does that save them?
Yes, she'll heal, which means then she'll come back above 0 hit points because she's at 0 right now. So she'll come back above 0, which will bring her back up with reduced hit points and exhaustion.
All right, apparently I can't move my character for some reason.
Take it off
You're
the ruler
stuck in
mode.
the wall.
Yep. And then I'm going to give Mattie... I don't have it in my inventory at the moment. But I'm going to give Mattie my potion from last week.
Okay. All right. So that will bring Mattie up. Mattie, you heal for 1d4 plus 1.
Okay. How do I?
At the bottom of the chat bar thing, there's a little D4 you can roll down there.
Okay.
You should be, yeah.
Okay.
One either way. Oh,
So
that
you
was
heal
my
for
dice
2.
back,
You're
so
back
look.
up with 2 hit points.
Cool. Does that just?
I will.
Is that on you?
Yeah, I'm doing that for you.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, so you're back up.
Thank you.
Yep. And that is Mozzarella. That is your turn, unless you had a bonus action you wanted to use.
I don't have any bonus actions.
All right. So then we're on to Micah.
I am going to use my bow as usual to take a shot at this guy.
Okay.
Oh,
26.
That will definitely hit. In case you were wondering. Was that a nat 20? No. It's
No.
not 26. Okay.
Do 11.
Okay. So he looks... That actually hurt him quite a bit. He's not looking too good.
And that's it for me.
All right. And that brings us to his turn. So he's going to make an attack against Mwanza.
remember DC 20?
Yep. So he's going to hit you. And he's going to hit you for 4 points of damage.
So I'm down to 2.
And then he's going to make another attack.
What happened?
I don't know, but I can fix it. I can fix it. You can move down, but you can't move back up. That's probably why you guys got stuck. I added a one-way wall for the ledge. So then he's gonna make a second attack at Mwanza, and he's gonna, let's see, he hits you, and he's gonna deal 5 points of damage. So it's gonna bring you unconscious. And as he does, as you go down unconscious, he stands over your body, and he says, "That's what's gonna happen to all of you." And he looks at Mattie like snarling, and that's gonna end his turn. Mwanza, you can make your first death saving throw. All right, you're good. So, if you click on deaths, okay. So if you click on death saves, that's where it.
Yeah.
That's where it comes up. Okay, I was trying to figure out
That's what I
where,
just
where you're
noticed.
supposed to.
You actually have
put
to
that.
mouse it. I noticed it whenever I was looking.
Okay. All right. So we move on to Mattie, who is back up.
Hey. Maddie's gonna throw him at him.
Okay.
Yeah. Ten.
All right. That is not 10 total, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not gonna hit.
Okay.
So he
can
dodges out of the way of your thorn whip.
Can I use my reaction since he's in my space?
Yes, you can. Halo of Spores. What is the DC? 14?
14.
So he got a 12. So yes, it goes off.
Cool. Right.
So how much?
1.
1. All right. So yeah, he takes 1 damage. He's still bloodied, but he's okay. We're gonna go back to Mozzarello.
I am going to... I don't have any more potions. I'm sorry, Mwanza. I have a cool idea, but I don't know how you would feel about it.
Is it Ray of Frost?
No.
All right, go for it.
I have a water skin filled with water, and I have shape water. And I would like to use shape water to fill his lungs with water and drown him.
Okay. All right.
I like it.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. What would that be? Like an unarmed strike or something?
You know what? Just roll as if you were rolling. Roll like a ray of frost, and then we'll just do the rest of it differently.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Spellbook, ray of frost, normal. 14.
All right. So you shape water and you pull this water out of your water skin, and like you just kind of pop the top off. You see the like this ball of water coalesce in your hands, and you move it onto his face, and it just like starts to move into his mouth, and he snarls, and you hear like, and he actually backs away, and he manages to avoid most of it.
Okay.
Great, now he's hydrated.
He seems like refreshed.
Well,
feel
if
like
he's
he's-
hydrated,
yeah.
he's sure as shit not staying in his lane.
So you saying he stepped away from Mattie?
Yep.
So
Is that a attack of opportunity or whatever?
Sure
Yep.
is.
Does that mean I can
Maddie.
do
You
Thorn
can-
Whip again?
You can make you can't do Thorn Whip. You can make a regular attack.
Make an attack.
Yeah,
And
like with a
Does it have to be an
quarterstaff.
attack, or can I give like Mwanza healing potion?
It has to be an attack.
Okay. I do have a hand axe that I can like yeet at him.
It has to be. I don't think it can be a ranged attack. It has to be a melee attack.
Oh,
So you
okay.
can-
All right. We will quarterstaff.
okay.
Swing it.
oof.
22.
Yeah, I think he's
22.
dead.
Nat
Ooh.
20.
Oh, wait. Did you roll advantage?
Nat 20.
Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, it was
No,
a
it's
nat
just
20.
a
The
nat.
total was 22.
Yeah, nat 20.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. So go ahead and roll that.
That's what, a D8?
It is 1d8.
So 8
I believe.
plus.
I'm trying. Why can't I see this?
Wait, what am I rolling?
Your
just
damage.
you could roll your damage. Oh, it would depend if you're holding it in two hands. So I think it's 1d6 or 1d8, depending. So
Okay, I'm 1d6.
okay. So go ahead and roll. And you're going to do 6 plus 1d6. So 10.
Cool.
So he, like, as he's backing away from this water in his face and snarling, you just, like, take the staff and go boonk and, like, whack him upside the head. And he stumbles, and now he's, like, he's got this blood trailing down from his head where you hit him. He does not look good. He's, like, he's a little shaky on his feet at this point. It is now his turn. And he's looking at you guys, and he's like...
Did we skip Micah's turn?
I was gonna say it shouldn't be his turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
should
Yes,
be
it is
mine.
Micah's turn. I must have. I went ahead to Micah after Mozzarello, and then I hit next again. Okay, Micah, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna shoot another arrow.
All right.
You.
Boop, 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 boop.
13.
The arrow goes just wide. Like as he's stumbling around and like weaving, the arrow just goes wide of him. Like he just kind of jerks to the left just in time to avoid it.
Okay.
Did you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, that's
All
gonna
right.
be it.
All right. So then he does that cool snarly noise I made, and he runs over here. So he's gonna attack Mattie first, and he's gonna miss. And then his second attack is gonna be against Mozzarello. So he's just like flailing around wildly with his sword right now. Mattie manages to like dodge back out of the way, and then I think he is gonna just go back for Mattie, but miss and end up hitting Mozzarello. He's gonna hit Mozzarello for 4 points of damage. All right, and at the end of his turn, you're gonna hear this like, ah, and
Hear what?
ah, and these three goblins like scamper up the side of the chasm here, and they say, "There he is! Get him!" And that's gonna bring us to Mwanza's death save.
Oof.
All right, that's fail. So that's okay. You're still even. Also, your torch is gonna go out when you go down. But
What?
I said you had. I noticed you had a torch on, so I said your torch is going to go out when you go down, but I don't think that really matters.
My torch would just fall to the ground and burn.
Yeah.
It wouldn't go out. It would just stay lit on the ground.
Semantics. All right, Mattie is up.
Can I give Mwanza my healing potion?
Yeah, you can do that. You can use your action to do that.
Oh, I don't have it in my inventory either.
That's okay. So
Okay.
Mwanza can just strike it from the list, and you heal yourself for 1d4 plus 1. So 3. You are back up with exhaustion.
Boom.
But that is your... I'm sorry, that's Maddie's turn. However, Mattie, you can still use your reaction for the spores.
Sweet. Don't mind if I do.
Before we go to Mozzarello.
All right.
All right. I keep forgetting I have to do something. He fails.
Cool. Good. 1.
Okay. So he's like, he starts to grow these like boils that are sprouting into mushrooms on him, but he's still up. He is like just fury, you know, like the fury alone is keeping him alive at this point. Mozzarella, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take my big, beautiful, bald blue head, and I'm gonna headbutt him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll. Oh,
And I'm really gonna miss.
it teetered on the 18. Oh man, all right. So you hit him, but it actually like you just kind of like stumble into him. And it doesn't hurt either of you.
You just like did a little forehead tap.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Boop.
Boop. Do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
I don't have any bonus actions, so that's it.
All right. So we're on to Micah.
Okay, I am going to use my short sword to try and stab him.
All right. All right, you hit.
Nice. And damage 5.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm just gonna squeeze between Mattie and Mozzarella and just stab, aiming for his eye socket.
Ooh. All right. So as Mozzarella is like flopping around on him, trying to headbutt him, he like dodges his head out of the way. He's like, "Ah, what are you doing?" And you come in, you just go psh, right in his eye, and the sword goes through his eyes and out the back of his head, and he's like, and he falls over onto you, and then you just kind of like drop him onto the ground.
Okay.
He didn't see that coming.
Also, if you guys talk about this, please make it sound like my headbutt was much cooler than it was.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And as he falls to the ground, the 3 goblins all jump on top of him and they start stabbing him in the back and like, ah, make sure he's dead. Get him. And then as they finally like wipe the blood off of themselves, they look up at you guys and they say, thank you.
You.
I think I missed some of that, Powder. What did you say?
I said you.
Oh, you just said
That's
you.
all I
Okay.
heard. All I heard was you.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Discord doesn't like your goblin voice.
Got
'cause
it. I'll back up a little bit.
You.
So they say, as they're like getting off of the top of him, as they're like stabbing him in the back, just to make sure he's dead, they say, thank you.
Very,
Friends.
Welcome.
very welcome.
You finally get the first look at them. One of them is just kind of a run-of-the-mill goblin. He's like dressed in more like common clothes. He doesn't really have much on for like armor. He's got a small dagger The other one in the middle there, he's got more. He's more well armed. He's got like what looks to be like a kind of a mix between like a glaive and an axe, and he's wielding it like an axe. And on his back is strapped this big barrel. He's the one talking to, and then another one. He's well armored, not as much as the one in the middle, and he has like an old crossbow that's kind of rotted wood, and held together with like different bolts and pieces of metal, and another small dagger in his other hand. So
while
the middle one's
I'm
the one
gonna,
addressing you. What?
while they're doing this, I'm going to walk over and take a look and just kind of pop my head down into the ladder and just make sure there's no one else down below real fast.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
As they do their thing.
Okay.
13.
You don't see anyone else down there.
All right.
I'm gonna ask them. Can you tell us what happened here? What's going on?
Yeah. We were just minding our own business. A few months ago, bad guy come in here, start chaining us up, making us farm for our own mushrooms, and then they steal them all.
Well, you can definitely have all of your mushrooms back. And I actually take the mushrooms out of my pouch and give the couple that I took back to them.
So
like, you can have these.
He takes the giant like keg that he has on his back off. He's wearing it like a backpack. He puts it on the ground, opens the lid, and you can see this whole thing is full of mushrooms. And he just takes the 5 you give him, and he's like, "Thank you." And he puts them in the barrel and closes it, puts it back on. The other one that is holding the crossbow, he kind of gestures to the floor and he says, "You kneel in the presence of the king."
Oh, then I'll kneel.
The one in the middle.
My apologies, Your Highness.
The one in the middle.
I didn't know.
He puts his chin up a little bit and he's like, "Yes, you may rise."
I didn't kneel.
You're off doing your own thing. It's fine. He doesn't even notice. All right, let me delete the bad guy here.
So as they're all talking, I'm going to use lay hands on myself.
Okay.
To heal 10.
All right.
So I want to go up to 13.
I think.
And then I'm going to go
I got you.
jump down.
Okay.
Here to check that area out as they're all doing that.
Okay. So looking around the area, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, and we'll come back to you in 1 second. Mwanza. Mozzarello, Mattie, and Micah, what are you guys doing?
I'm also gonna go down the ladder.
All right.
I want to ask them. I'm going to say, I believe that these men were creating a drug. Do you know? They would have had to have produced it somewhere. Do you know of any glass bottles filled with liquid in this cave?
Yeah. And he nudges the one that's like on the right here, that is clearly not a warrior. And he like pulls back his shirt, revealing like a whole bunch of bottles in there that are glowing. But none of them look to be Deep Moon. None of them are blue. And he says, "Lots of potions."
You said none of them were blue?
No.
And would I know that they were blue? Would Mozzarella know that they should be blue? Because we've only ever seen an empty vial, I think.
A little bit of residue left.
You would be able to tell that the residue is blue.
Okay, so
It
I say, have you...
blue. So the mushrooms glow blue, and the liquid glowed blue, and the guy's eyes glowed blue. So I would say that your character would probably be expecting it to be blue.
Okay, so I just say to him, "Oh, those are very nice potions you have. What I'm looking for,
yes,
glows blue like your mushrooms."
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. I thank them, and then I'm gonna go search our buddy's body.
Okay. And on him, you find
Write this down.
You find 2 lesser healing potions.
2 more.
Prepare to hate me for a second, Powder, but then I'll give you the total. You find 48 silver pieces and 20 copper pieces. I'll give you the total of that in a minute. Actually, Powder, I'll make it easy for you. Any of the treasure in this room, I'll just, because there's more stuff around here. Not that you know that. But I'll give you the total after the room, so you don't have to worry about writing it all individually.
All right.
So we just know that the mushrooms make the drug. We don't know anything else about the mushrooms.
You know that they're very poisonous, like deadly poisonous. But
Okay.
other than that, no. You know what they look like, and you know that they're all over this cave.
Mattie wants to ask the goblins what they do with the mushrooms.
We eat them.
And your tummy doesn't hurt?
No, opposite. You want some? And he grabs
Uh,
a mushroom out of the thing and offers it up to you.
Mattie looks over at Mozzarello. Like,
No, thank you. We ate just before we came.
We got
Suit
tacos
yourself.
all
Then he
day.
takes a big bite out of one.
you eat them, that's it? You don't make anything with them?
What would we make with them?
I don't know.
Stuff.
Like pie?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Mattie tips her hat at them and then goes down with Mwanza and
I ask before I'm gonna go join them, but before I go join them, I ask the one that showed me all of his potions if he wanted to trade any of these shiny metal pieces for some of his potions. Basically, I would buy some from him.
He just kind of looks at you and he like cocks his head sideways. And then then the leader looks at you and he says, no need.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Back. Give him 3. And
Oh.
the one with the potions nods and he hands you a yellow potion, a green potion, and a red potion.
Okay. I bow and say, I thank the one who gives me the potion. You said, hang on, the colors are yellow, what?
Yellow, green, and red.
Okay, I thank the potion goblin, and then I bow deeply and thank the king, and then I join my friends.
They all jump down behind you.
So before they all jumped down, I did a roll of a 13 to see, checking the place out real fast.
Okay, so while they're all up there, this is happening simultaneously. You look around on the table, on the floor. You go through the tent a little bit. You find a bunch more money. So you end up with a total of 62 gold pieces from this room alone.
But I wasn't finding anything that showed more info for like where stuff's being made. Okay.
Getting the
probably should
boring
have rolled
stuff
an
out of the way first.
investigation. I guess I probably should have actually rolled it as an investigation, but whatever.
That's fine. You also found 2. I don't think any of this stuff is necessarily hard to find. So
Yeah.
I don't think we really even need a roll. It's kind of like on the table in the backpacks and just laying around in the tent. So you find 62 gold pieces. There are 2 lesser healing potions on the table. You grab those. There's a scroll, a magic scroll of lesser flying. And inside of the tent, leaned up against one of the posts, you find a staff with a statuette of a spider on top.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes. But also, most importantly, you find a note that I added not on this scene, so I can't show you. But hang on.
Well, you can read it. How much gold do you say we found in this room?
You found 62 gold in this room.
Just want to make sure I heard that right.
Yep. I will do 1 second.
That's a sharp object. Don't lay on it.
All right. Handouts. Note. Doo-doo-doo. So I'll read it too. So the note says, Jacob play part good, but I no trust. Maybe we make accident and go back to safe house. We keep watch on farm for now. When we have a chance, we torch him. Move goods back there. V.
Mattie lets out like a little whimper.
See? Proof. Mwanza's innocent.
The arc of Maddie's destruction of mental health.
So I show this to my Micah when they jump down.
I guess Mattie doesn't know yet. Never mind.
Yeah. Looks like
Okay,
they're planning on torching your family farm here.
Micah is going to look at the note and get like a little misty-eyed and turn and look for Mattie to give her the note.
Okay. So now Maddie knows.
Cool.
Now Mattie
Mattie
knows.
let a little whimper. And kind of like, puts her arm around Micah in like a comforting, understanding gesture.
V.
You in the background you hear the goblins going, what are they doing? I don't know.
I look over at him. Something they do called comforting.
V was the name of that boss, that character we killed, right?
You wouldn't necessarily
think
know
we-
that, but roll an insight
Oh.
check.
Oh, okay, yeah, sorry.
Wait, it's Ren.
Metagaming, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Insight check, you said?
Yep.
19.
So yeah, it was obviously written here in very like bad handwriting with very bad grammar. It looked like they had written it and were going to send it out, so you could pretty easily tell it was written by the boss.
I hope that I just say, I apologize to Mattie and Micah, and I say I hope that this is the end.
I hope so. Hopefully Sarah's okay.
So if I wanted to type something to our game master without anyone seeing it, how would I do that?
I believe you would just do /W and then game master and then /W space game master space then your message. And if you want to test it, you could just do that and then put like test.
So I don't think it's done. We still haven't found where this stuff's being made.
Well, I hope that they can't make any more. But you're right.
Well, the goblins aren't safe for right now.
You know what this means, Mwanza. Your name isn't clear yet.
Hey, we got the note. It proves they purposely attacked the farmers to kill them.
But what about the man in the bar, Mwanza? What about the man in the bar?
Once again, whatever that guy's name up there. Obviously, he's the one helped making the drugs. It's his fault.
But we don't know if the drugs or lack of oxygen killed that man.
It was definitely the drugs.
I will
Hypothetically.
potentially. Most likely it was the drugs. I will agree to that.
It is definitely the drugs, without the doubt.
I would say it's like an 87% chance it was the drugs.
They
It's
assisted.
100% chance of the drugs. As this is going on, I'm just gonna kind of turn and look at the Goblin King and ask him, so your people are immune to the mushrooms?
No, they're very satisfying. Do you want one?
Yes.
And he grabs
No,
the
they
mushroom out of the bag or the crate and hands it to you.
I put my hand up and say, no, they are poisonous to us, but...
What?
Yes. As he goes, what? Yes. And then I say, we do know somebody in the local human village who might be willing to trade you for some. An authorized alchemist who's allowed to use them. They might have an interest in trading with you at some point. You want me to let them know you're here?
Oh, no, we'll go find him.
All right. I tell him the name of the shop.
We were talking, and we think we follow you for a little bit. Our kingdom is a little well, and he just gestures.
A little broken.
Yeah, we owe you for breaking us out, and figured we might help for a little.
You're welcome to join us.
We can help you get you settled in town.
Do you know of any other caves with glowing mushrooms that might need our help?
Lots of caves have glowing mushrooms. Other kings probably in danger. You think?
I was wondering if you had heard anything.
Oh, no. We don't talk.
Okay.
My brother stole my dagger from me. And he pulls out a dagger from, like, behind him. It's kind of sheathed on his lower back. And he holds it up in front of you and he says, "The right to rule all goblins goes to the owner of both daggers. It was supposed to be mine, but my brother stole it from me." You could see, like, this hate in his eyes.
Well, we'll keep that in mind. Brothers are the worst.
I wouldn't know. I don't have one.
And he just puts the dagger back and he says, "Anyway."
I don't have one anymore either.
I'm also an orphan, so I'm just trying to be affable.
My gosh.
So, the goblins, they look at you guys and they say, "So, mushrooms are bad for others?"
Yes.
Yes.
And someone's making them into drugs to get high and kill people.
I don't know what that means, but he looks at the shorter goblin that's, less armed, and he nods to him and he points, and that one just kind of walks off.
Okay. Should we follow him?
Oh, if you want, but
Hey, there's not much else down here.
if you want to leave the cave, we know a better way out.
Yeah, can you take us the shortcut? I'm a big fan of shortcuts.
All right, so they lead you out another way out of the cave, which is a secret behind this tent. So they walk you back behind the tent, and they pull back this like curtain of vines that's growing on the back wall, and they usher you through. It's very narrow, and it takes you a few, like probably 5 minutes of just squeezing through this space, but you manage to make it to a smaller kind of opening, where he pulls back more vines, and you are able to exit the cave out into the daylight and breathe the fresh air of the lakeside countryside again. So you start
Were
to
these
walk...
the goblins
sorry,
that were back at the mushroom farm?
No, they're not the same ones.
I'm going to make sure. Don't we want to get the other guys first?
Oh, no worries. Bach will handle those.
Okay. Oh, is that the guy that ran off?
I don't think you necessarily know his name, but he's just going to refer to them as his name anyway.
Yeah.
So as you guys are walking back towards the town, I'm assuming that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to sleep.
I need to heal.
So you guys start to head back towards the town of Lakeside. And as you pass the cave entrance, you hear this like and fire. It just, like you see this light inside of the cave, and sprinting out comes the goblin that walked off, Bach, as well as the other goblins that were up in the farm area. And they all just like sprint out of the cave as they're followed out by this plume of fire. And they dive to the ground, and all of you also dive to the ground to avoid like the flames just belching out of the cave entrance. And then all the goblins kind of nod to each other and they say, "Okay, ready to go."
What
I
was
guess we
that?
don't. I guess we don't need to bury those corpses.
You
Cremation was always an option.
Nice.
said mushrooms were bad. We take care of them.
Aw, but they're your food.
Yeah, mushrooms are mushrooms. We'll find more. Plus, and he taps his big barrel on his back. We have plenty.
Okay. I'll give you some cabbage for the farm.
Blech.
Okay, never mind.
Don't worry, I'm sure our alchemist friend will find a nice spot for you to set up a safe farm, so you won't hurt anyone underneath watch.
He says, yes, that sounds good. And he looks back at the other one with the crossbow and he says, "Do you know what an alchemist is?"
I point out the one that had the vials. Potion maker.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe the herbalist will help you. We'll figure out. One of them will.
Yes. What's an herbalist?
Good fence. You'll find out.
So they
Someone who
walk with
gets
you.
the ingredients for potions.
So technically, my character knows Goblin. Can I explain that to them in their own language?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So they look back at you and they say something back in Goblin to you, sort of like, "Oh, this one knows."
I think I need to hear Darth speak Goblin.
No, there's not a chance.
Okay. So that's where we're going to leave it. You guys are heading back towards Lakeside at like the later part of the day. The sun is starting to set on your third day in the month of Moon in Novo. So thank you guys very much.
Woohoo!
Hope you enjoyed
A lot
the
of
session
booty.
today. Huh?
Oh.
Picked a lot of booty.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mwanza killed so many people today.
So
Hey.
many people.
So many people.
This time we can say that happened.
Yeah,
I didn't kill anyone that did not deserve it.
that's true.